everyone, it's your boy Joseph with the homie
Eric,
and we are talking Justice League, non-spoiler. Once again, non-spoiler. We will have a spoiler review out in a day or two after this one, but guys, this is a non-spoiler. We're just gonna tell you what we did like, what we thought could be better, and what we loved and what we liked. But we're gonna do in two different points of view. We're gonna give you the point of view that's us, but not us. It's the regular moviegoer, people who don't know these characters, people who aren't as invested in these characters as much as we are, who just know them via pop culture, via these movies and stuff like that. And the other point of view is going to be us.
Well, yeah, the other point of view is going to be us, you know, the DC fanboys, you know, people who have read the comics, are deep in the mythos of every single character, who are deeply connected and know these characters by heart.
Exactly.
You know?
We grew up reading about these characters. We grew up watching these characters. So we have to separate ourselves and be like, look, as a movie itself, and then as a whole, as a comic movie, you know,
as a comic fan, you know,
we do our best. I mean, I freak out for Marvel movies, you know. Don't get me wrong, I was disappointed with Thor, but I mean, it's still fucking Thor.
It still is, you know.
Guys, but let's jump into it.
Let's just jump right into it. And
guys, don't forget, if you like this video, smash that like button, click the subscribe to stay tuned and see more. And don't forget, you can be a part of the Justice League, because if you share this video, there's a chance you save a life. I can't promise that, but there's a chance.
There's always that chance.
Alright guys, like we said, Eric, start off. Is there anything, what didn't you like? Let me say that better. Because I mean, there's a few things we didn't like. To be honest, this movie's not perfect.
Oh no, it's not perfect, but it's still a good movie. One of the things I didn't like was just little patches of CG that were kind of
iffy. There was, you know what? We ragged on Thor about CG. There was definitely moments in Justice League where the CG should have been better. Honestly, in the very beginning, non-spoiler. In the very beginning,
try to not spoil this as much as possible.
No, in the very beginning, there's moments of, and we all knew this, Superman's back. That's not even a spoiler. That is known. But we did know.
You should know.
We did know the whole mustache fiasco thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the situations. There's moments when I don't even notice it, and then there's moments where I do. And I think I noticed it more because I knew it was there, so I was kind of looking for it.
You already know that he has it, so it's
I was
visible.
definitely looking for it.
Yeah, it's visible.
But and there's a part of the movie towards the beginning where you can definitely notice it, and I was just like, oh, come on, guys. But that not even being the worst part of the CG. There was a couple parts with our boy, the Borg man, cyborg.
No, there was moments where, you know, like the CG on him was like it was patchy in some places.
It wasn't as clean.
Yeah, overall it got better.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end you definitely see cleaner CG.
But you see little patches here and there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, we ragged on Thor about CG, so I'm not gonna let this one slide even.
No.
All right, so there's definitely moments where I'm just like, CG should have been better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or I don't know, just definitely moments where I was like, oh, that's CG and that don't look as clean as it should. I mean, and then there are other moments where CG was great.
There was other moments, and then another thing that was like pretty much that I didn't like myself was just certain parts that you can tell where Zack Snyder did something like non-spoiler, but
do you mean
certain slow
Whedon?
motion.
Oh, okay. So you talk the difference between
Zack Snyder and Josh Whedon, doing two different things, and you can definitely tell because there's some moments where, you know, where that scene should have not been there, and you can tell it's Zack Snyder because that's his work. And I'm trying not to spoil as much as I can, but it's just, you know, you can catch it where it's pointless. It would have been fine without it.
Yeah, no, and I know what made the part you're talking about it. Yeah. So I mean, there's a couple things that Whedon did that weren't. I think what they need is Zack's visual skills, but then we need someone else, Whedon, or, you know, someone else to do the story, like just to kind of contradict each other enough to make this thing flow. Because this movie, I mean, the villain is one of the things I didn't like, and the villain was, I mean, he's not horrible. He's just there's not a whole lot of depth for the villain, which is fine because I mean, he's not, the villain isn't even the main purpose of this movie. This movie is very much about the heroes. It's
most of them just coming together as a group.
Yeah, becoming the team.
The team, you know.
And it worked out really well. I just and I liked the way they kind of did Steppenwolf. I mean, he's very basic. He's 100% a MacGuffin for this movie. So I mean, I expect that to get better in future movies. Like, one thing about this movie that I really did like was, I think overall it's a huge step in the right direction.
Oh no, it is. It is a huge step
for the DC Cinematic Universe, because apparently it's not called the DCEU, guys.
It's called some other nonsense we don't even know.
I mean, I don't really care. It's the DC Cinematic Universe. It's DC, you know.
We're just gonna call it that for now.
You know, and overall, guys, I really did like this movie. I mean,
I enjoyed watching this movie, and
like, okay, if I like I said, if we didn't know these characters as much as we do, I feel like this movie doesn't. This movie definitely, okay, we get 3 new characters, 4 Steppenwolf, but focusing on the League, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, it doesn't go, this is them, this is where they come from, blah 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 blah, but it gives you enough to be like, oh, this is interesting, and it's really like, here's these new characters, here's this is kind of what they do, kind of where they come from.
Gives you a little.
Their movies will give you everything you need, but this is kind of like a Aquaman, okay. Ooh, Flash, delicious, okay. Cyborg, I like this. I like this meal. This is delicious. You know,
it's just a little. It's not even. It's a sample.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a sample.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And overall, guys, this movie is a great time. If you don't know these characters and you go there brand new to this whole thing, you'll have a good time watching it. I mean, it's a fun movie. There's things that they do that are really good, and there's more humor. It's more lighthearted, which is a good thing. And I think there's a few moments when it kind of needs to be a little more like serious and stuff, and I think it does that decently. Another thing that I'm every character on here, I feel like we're getting to see this character. We're getting to see them. The only one that I feel like they still have on a leash is my favorite character.
It's Batman.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck is a great Batman.
Oh no, I think Ben Affleck is doing a good job as the Batman.
I mean, just like Gal Gadot is doing a great job as Wonder Woman, and I think everyone did a good job. Ezra Miller surprised the shit out of me.
Oh no, yeah, I came in.
Oh my God, is that Barry Allen?
I came in basically. I was iffy about it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't just it wasn't the actor himself, because I think Ezra Miller he's a good actor. Is a good actor.
We were just like,
I was just iffy visually, but as I watched the movie, that's Barry Allen. I told myself that's Barry Allen. That's
and I like that. Like, we're like, wow, that's Barry. I mean, the way he acts, talks, he's smart. Like, all that works. And one thing that I felt like we were ragging on, we're like, I don't like the way they look, or I don't like this, or this movie does a good job of being like, look, guys, this isn't their final form. This is very
you
much
seeing them the first time.
This is very much the beginning of this world and these characters. All right, like Superman and BVS was Superman for like 18 months, and that's what they're saying. Like, the only one who's been established Wonder Woman, but that's because she's fucking old as hell.
That doesn't count, though.
But Batman being Batman for 20 years now.
For over 20 years, yes.
So, like, you see, those are the two who've been there for the longest, but who's been actively doing it? Batman. Then Wonder Woman, Superman. So you see, like, this is a very brand new world, and I'm guilty of being like, oh, what the hell are they doing? You know? And then I watched this and I was like, oh, that makes sense. I see what you guys are trying to do, and I like it. I'm still like, oh shit, but I definitely want to see more. I want to see more of Jason Momoa Aquaman. I want to see more
Ezra Miller.
Borg. I want to see more of Flash. Like, you know, and I like the setup, guys, that they do, and how everything's adjusted. And I went on a tangent. I didn't even tell you why Batman's on a leash. I'm sorry.
Let me step back.
Let me take a step back. The reason I say Batman's on a leash is because Wonder Woman, towards the beginning of this movie, you see a beautiful scene where I'm like, holy shit, that's Wonder Woman.
She does work, and you can tell that is Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
It shows you what she can do, what she's capable of doing.
And you see that with all of them.
With all except Batman.
Like, Batman, and I think they're just still like, Batman's human. Not really.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, in the comic books,
really.
In the comic books, he's technically human, but he doesn't do human things. Let's start there.
I mean, he's like,
well, I mean, let's be honest. In the comic book, he doesn't do regular human things.
No, he doesn't.
He's basically, if you want to go with his strengths and stuff, he's like, here's Captain America, here's Batman, just because he's the epitome of human beings.
He's a peak.
And the reason I think he's leashed, or they're kind of holding him back, is because we see all these characters do stuff that I'm like, yeah, the character is more than capable of doing that. And then you see Batman fight parademons, great. But then it comes to the big bad. And Batman's kind of not doing much.
He's not doing much.
And I'm like, watch, if you don't want to read a comic, watch one of the animated movies. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse.
That is
Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. Like, those are simple ones you can watch, and it
shows you what Batman can do. And
he goes toe to toe with anyone.
He does work, and
he's not gonna like kill him. He's not gonna oh, I'm gonna just buck up. But no, he's smart. Like, he'll move around. He'll throw punches. He'll put like a battering bomb, or he's active in the battle against. He should be against Steppenwolf or Darkseid, but he's big Brainiac.
But he's more of a laid back in this one.
In this one, he's kind of.
They keep him very restricted.
Yeah,
you know.
That was one of my issues with BVS. Like during the Doomsday fight, where was homie? He was just chilling.
You know, grappling around.
And I'm like, Batman. I know it's Doomsday, but guys, this is the DC fanboy, guys. In the comics, he's gonna be fighting Doomsday. He's gonna be moving around, jumping, maneuvering, doing whatever he can,
trying to do as much as he can, you know,
exactly,
figuring out a way to help,
not just shoot a grenade at the end.
And he seems like he's just avoiding everything. What I see is, oh man, I'm trying to stay alive.
Yeah, instead of I'm Batman, I'm the baddest dude here.
Because even in the comics, you know, he's still trying to survive because he knows he's human.
He does,
but he's like, all right, I'm gonna dodge this hit, but I'm gonna throw this, or I'm gonna do this,
I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like in the background. I'm gonna be where I'm needed, and that's in the fight. So that's like my biggest character issue. Is just kind of, I feel like the directors, the writers, and Warner Brothers and all them just need to like open up and be like, all right,
let him loose a little bit.
Let's let Batman be Batman and do some Batman stuff.
Well, I mean, we might see him do something in the Batman movie. So,
I hope so. Like, hopefully. I mean, when we see his scenes of just him by himself, it's great, but it's like whenever it comes to like, you know,
when they're in a team,
it's the big fight, you know what I mean? It's the big bad or whatever. I'm just like, let Batman be Batman. You know what I'm saying? You let Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Yes, like these characters are doing what they're supposed to do, and then you're like, you got the baddest one. I mean, I'm just a fan. I'm sorry, guys.
The Batman fan.
I would love to see that, just because I mean, I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I like the way he looks, except for the goggles, but that's not.
Oh yeah, that's a Zack Snyder thing. Sorry to say it, but that is a Zack Snyder thing with the goggles.
The goggles. I was like, what is he, Owlman? No. But I mean, guys, I like the movie overall. Is this movie amazing? Is it the best movie ever? No. It's not, no, but it's not. It's not horrible though.
It's not a horrible movie, and
I think it's Wonder Woman, Justice League, BVS.
Hey, that's from the list for me.
Hold on, no, BVS. Extended cut.
Yes.
Man of Steel, Suicide Squad. However, not extended cut. Man of Steel goes above BVS, just so you know. But like I said, guys, I really like this movie. As a DC fanboy, there's a lot of fan service. As a moviegoer, I didn't know these characters. I know a bit more now. And this movie definitely does enough to set up individual movies for future characters.
Of course.
And it expands without being like, hey guys, we gotta do this, we gotta do this.
It's not an origin story, which is great.
It's good. It's just like, these are these characters that exist. Here's this big dude. You guys need to team up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, guys, stay. There's two credit scenes. We saw a lot of people leave.
Oh no, a lot of people.
I wanted to scream like, "What are you doing?" Or people
get back in your seat.
Stayed for the first one, and then they left. I was like, "No, there's more."
So do stay because there's two of them, and stay right after the movie because there's a really good one.
Really good.
We'll talk more about that in the
spoiler
one. But
guys, I mean, I went on a huge tangent. I'd like to apologize for that. I just couldn't help it. Like, hey, I'm not gonna lie. When we first walked out, I freaking was like, this. Oh, I love this movie.
He could not stop.
I had to breathe, think about it.
Had to calm him down,
and I had to look at it as a movie. It definitely has issues.
I had to be the adult one.
There's definitely moments where this movie could have been better, should have been better.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think this movie is definitely
a good.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
You'll have a great time watching this movie, and it's like I said, it's a step, I think, in the right direction for the DC Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
Of course, with alterations in every movie. You know, keep learning. I think that's what they did. I mean, BVS was dark, and kudos. The color in this movie, not just the suits.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say something about the color itself. Boom, beautiful. Everything stands out beautifully.
Flash suit was red.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't dark red. It was just red. Wonder Woman's was Wonder Woman's red and gold and blue.
Just like in her movie, Wonder Woman.
The only one that was a little darker was Aquaman. But I mean, I've seen pictures of Aquaman's movie, and I'm super excited. Have you seen Mara in that outfit? Oh my god! All right, guys, sorry. Is there anything you want to add? I love this movie. As a fanboy, I fucking love this movie. As a moviegoer, I thought this movie was really good.
Yes.
Rewatchable, because at the very least, you're gonna have a great time watching it. There's some jokes. There's
a good story.
There's a story.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's better than like BBS's story.
Oh no, it is way better than
Jumpy,
BBS's.
But I think this story is definitely better. But guys, I mean, all in all, I really liked it.
So did I. I enjoyed it and I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, guys, we really enjoyed it. We liked it a lot. We're gonna see it again, most likely. But we want to hear your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you not? And what did you like? You know, give us all that feedback down below in the comment section. Because I'd like to hear other people's opinions. Because it's just interesting to get other people's point of view. So.
Yeah.
So guys, don't be afraid. Definitely let us know your thoughts down in the comment section. And don't forget, you can stay in touch with Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all 3 links in the description box down below. And as always, it's a pleasure.